a lot of vandalism, a lot of graffiti, and I'm sick and tired of seeing graffiti, falling pages falling apart, and I tell teachers they don't listen to me. And two, suspensions. If you cough and sneeze in the hallway, you get suspended. I'll do sarcastic. And you really, like, if you fight in school, no, not fight sometimes. Let's say you throw a pickleball. You're playing your own friends. You're joking around. This is running for 3 days. In those 3 days, you can learn something new. You can, those 3 days, you can use them to learn, I don't know, whatever, something math, or some English, options, vocab. And in our schools, too, we receive more military recruits than college. That's amazing. It obviously lets you know that they don't care. That they don't wish to see us succeed in the faraway future. They only want us to go to the military. They don't want us to be doctors. They don't want us to be professionals. Come on. What do you do that for?
That ain't right.
Why is it? Yeah.
Alright, Manny. I have the same situation. I went to a high school called New Explorer for Film and Humanities, and I had a film teacher. And it's all in school. We had my gym teacher teaching us math. That's crazy. That is crazy. Raise your hand if you've ever gone through that, or you're going through that right now. Wow. So I've noticed that this has been happening ranging from all the way in Oakland, California, to Denver, Colorado, to the Boogie Down Bronx. We have the same issue. The same issue that impacts us. Well, you ask yourself, well, what are people doing? Well, I'll tell you. My name is Miguel Rodriguez. I'm 18, and I'm part of Sisters and Brothers United. Woo! And we are part of a national organization called the Alliance for Educational Justice. We are a national organization composed of 20 grassroots organizations from across the globe, ranging from, like again, Denver, Philadelphia, Chicago, and so on and so forth. And all these organizations come together to form AEJ, specifically to end the school prison pipeline, to end the zero tolerance policy, so that he's not even suspended for throwing a paper ball, so that we make sure our government is paying for public education, so that he can have his textbook, so that everyone can have their textbook. Too many times the government is worried about the interests of Wall Street, worried about the interests of the companies, as opposed to the interests of the students.
Hey, right.
Now, you student, make some noise! They follow the agendas of people with money in their pocket. They say we're in the future, but they're not investing in us. Well, the AEJ is here to bring you guys up on the campaign for quality, the National Campaign for Quality Education. And that we discussed throughout this whole workshop. And at the end, we'll get some Q&A. Right now, I'll pass it over to my man Manny right here. To jump us off on some victories in our local communities.
Thank you, brother. We have our brother Bryce from AEJ. I'm sorry. Bryce, please.
Yes. Alright, so my name is Praz. I'm a part of the AEJ. My local organization is Drum Baby Judging of the Movement. Yeah, so one of the past victories is a real big victory for us. It's like, how does everybody else get to school? Like in different schools? Bus. So like in New York, we gotta use something called the train. The train. So it's provided. So students get provided to go to school and back. So we use something called a student metro card. This is a student metro card. It's a little green piece of plastic, but it really means a lot to everybody. It really means a lot to the students. Now you take this away from the students, where do we go? How are we going to get to education? How do we access our free education? They're giving us free education, but they take this away. How are we going to get there?
That ain't right.
Nope.
Right.
No. So since 1994, the city, state, and the MTA have been providing the student metro cards. And they had like a 1/3 agreement, so it was something like city and the state would pay like 45 each, and the MTA would cover the rest. So the MTA, which stands for Metropolitan
Transportation Authority.
Transit Authority. So, yeah, so with time, the city and the state started like backing out. They were just like, all right, we're going to put down 35, 25. And it got to a point where the MTA was like, we're just covering too much of it, you know? And so the MTA decided, hey, we're going to have a vote, and we're going to cut them off on March 24th. So we as UIC, which is the Urban Youth Collaborative in New York, as well as AEJ, we got together and we held, yeah, the MTA was also like releasing a whole bunch of budget cuts. So they're like, oh, we're going to cut this line, we're going to cut that line. And they're just like affecting everybody now, you know? This is affecting so many people, it's just like, so they started having these, holding these public hearings, the MTA. And so the students decided, hey, public hearings, let's go there. Let's make some noise, let's let them know that the students are being directly affected, we take these away from them. So one of our members, Adolfo Rio, he went up to the podium, you know, because somebody else was supposed to go then, and he just went up there and he was talking to the chairman, like, hey, we need a meeting with you. And the result to that, like in like a week or two, right, we got a meeting with the chairman. His name is Jay Warner. So we got a meeting with him, and we were with him face to face. And because of that meeting, we got the vote that was supposed to happen on March 24th pushed back to June. So that was like, you know, a little big step. Oh yeah, so our most recent action was the student walkout on June 11th. So on June 11th we had about 1,000 plus students walk out from the school.